Hello and welcome to TFT Set 8 Celebrity Showdown Tournament Day 2, game number 8. Enjoy.
Off starting carousel.
I mean, I just take it to grief other people. We knew that like Hafu wanted to go for Ash every single game, so we were just all typing in chat, just hold all the Ashes.
Yeah, I was actually so apparently in China, Ash is like the go-to comp right now. Ash reroll.
Yeah, in China especially.
Yeah, because it's I mean, I think in general Chinese metas are very reroll heavy, right? When they can be, and so it's like Ash and like Kaisa, Vayne are really popping off as well.
Yeah, and the Kaisa is like pretty strong, but it's kind of dependent on whether or not you can hit Kaisa 3. Otherwise, Kaisa 2 is like at best a top 4 comp, but it's very reliable, and your tempo was high, right? You saw when a couple people play, like I played it, I think Dishop was playing it. You often streak through stage 3 and stage 4.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, all the 3 costs are so good in that comp, and it's like pretty cheap to hit and reasonable to hit like on stage 3.
The best part about things like these Kaisa and Ash comps is that I think they can use like such a wide array of augments, and it almost feels impossible for you to low roll augments.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many different ways to play the comp, right? Like so many different things you can put items on, like so many different variations of it that like it's super hard to not have something, like some resource to use.
Wait, what was ping? What was ping?
Oh.
All I saw was Solus ping something, and then Satsuko typed ...
I think in this set, I actually, this is kind of a
nice
TFT hot take, but I like set 5.5 a lot more than other people because I really liked playing around the 3 costs in that set. I think this set has a lot of good 3 costs as well, so I think that might be like a good reason. Like the unit quality in this set, you can find so much from these units.
Dude, set 5.5, like Yasuo was so fun.
Riven as well.
Riven was great. Italy. I mean, that's what Juanmei won the World Championship with, so... Good times.
Right, you'd hit like one of those off an orb, and you'd be like, okay, this is my stage 2.
Yes. All right, so Milk starts off with Underground 1-4. Underground Heart?
I mean, come on.
He already has 3 Underground, though. Does he
no,
need it?
you have to take it. There's an Ezreal in the shop.
Yeah, there's an Ez in the shop every time.
Oh, there's an Ezreal in the shop. Got it.
Sure.
Do it! Can you hear us? Do it, Milk! He's smiling. He hears
There's
me.
no way he doesn't do it, right?
Do it!
Surely he does.
Come on, man. There's
just no way
he promised content. He said, "Hey, man, don't worry, Soldier's not here."
Next shop, next shop,
Okay.
He has 1 roll. Just saying.
He does. Yeah, true. He does have 1 roll.
He can sell the buy out of the orb if he wants to. Oh, he has a Camille. Oh, he has.
He's got enough for it. Yeah, he's got.
I mean, even if he gets underground by 2-5 because of Ezreal, is going to be so sick.
Yeah. No,
he's already.
But is he the Giga of all Giga Chads?
We'll see.
What is the? I thought there was some sack going around about like underground on 2-1 today. Like it was just like winning every game.
It's
much more chagrin.
One might say. Do we know who has the record for the longest underground heist, the biggest cash out
in tournament so far?
Dishop took one to almost 1 HP today. So.
Do you know what it was? What number it was?
I want to say it was like 4. It might have been 3 though.
I took it to 3, but I went 8th. I think that game.
Hey, but the important thing is you held the line.
It's true. It's true.
I think Asa took it to 3 earlier today too. So maybe 3 is the max.
There's a chance Dishop took it to 4. We'll have to get a fact check on that later.
Oh.
I
was waiting for it. I saw a recon in the first, and I was like, "Is it Ezreal?" But
my D key is itching here.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking. He was gonna Giga Chat it and just roll, but we'll catch up with him in a little bit. In the meantime, let's check in on Solus, who is getting outperformed by his impromptu teammate.
Looks like. Do you think he's re-rolling here? Do you think he's?
Well, he's playing too because he has double trouble.
Yeah,
but it's more about what is he gonna re-roll? Is it like this Talon? Is he gonna be playing like mascot re-roll instead?
Yep. Yeah, I mean, Galio is such a good frontline for a lot of different reroll comps. He fits super well into super. No pun intended, and just like is a super strong unit. So
I think,
that was sorry.
I think depending, I mean he has an open rod, so I would actually expect him to just like go straight for Viego here. Like that's a pretty comfort comp for Souls at the moment, right?
It's true. It actually can. I don't know if you're meming or not, but you actually can just play double trouble into just 2 Viego.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm definitely not meming. I think it's quite good. He does have the option also. Like, sure, he has the open rod, but if it's a good enough admin, playing Camille from a spot like this is not bad.
I agree.
I think there's actually a lot of room in super to like reroll stuff than just play a carry at a different cost, right? Like even with Viego too, like you can reroll like Talon super stuff and then just put items on Viego and have him be your main carry later. He still gets the damage boost, right? You don't have to be 3-starred to get the bonus damage.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. DQ has the Mech emblem. That one's kind of awkward for me to start with because I feel like I don't want to combine early game, but yet I want to keep my tempo high because it is a gold augment. How do we best use Mech emblem from your perspective, Inigo?
Oh, here we go. It's trying to steal the
yes,
tech,
yes.
huh?
Yes.
Yeah, so I think for me personally, the time I'm happiest seeing a Mech emblem would be like 3-2, where I already have an established board.
Right.
It's not going to be like too intrusive as for like my board strength itself. That is a big talent.
Holy.
Dude, what? It's a Mech talent.
But there's a ton of cool stuff you can do with Mech emblem. I know a popular one is Soraka because she has the % healing. Yeah, so that's a really cool one. I haven't seen a whole lot of combos. I think people are kind of afraid to test it out.
It's true.
Yeah,
you just get so seldom the opportunity. But this is definitely one of the criticisms against it, which is just like he just lost all the front line for talent almost instantly.
Stage 2 Mech emblem can be really, really hard to play around. And often it's kind of best to just not even like make a mech.
Yeah, you just have the 3 mech units and just someone holding the mech.
I wonder what he goes for here.
Mordog, what is your favorite? Mordog's joining us on the couch, by the way, as Bryce has ditched us. What is your favorite mech user of the emblem?
So I like the Nico covered it, the Soraka, because Soraka does the % health scaling that can get really big. You can just go like tank Soraka, and it just becomes
frontline Soraka?
Frontline Soraka, full tank items. Every time it casts, it just restores 10% of its health. Goes something like Redemption, and the tank items.
That's frontline mech Soraka. Okay, because
you writing this one down, Dan?
And then, because it basically depends on the admin also. If you get one of the admins, it's like every 5 seconds. You can also get that even bigger and do some crazy stuff
for admin, Mech Soraka.
Yeah, would you actually leak the tech?
I thought this was known. You know, there have been texts I've been keeping to myself, and people have like been randomly sprinkling them throughout the event. I'm like, oh, people knew about this? And so like I thought this one was known. Like it seems obvious, you know what I mean?
Man, he's just flaming us like every opportunity he can get.
You guys didn't know that?
I'm flaming you.
As we were building the set, you know, and changing what mech did, like we had to keep an eye on like, okay, what mechs are going to get out of control. In an early version, it used to just give you AD, like a ton of AD, and then what we'd run into is like Mecha Felios in the end game was just like disgusting.
One-shot boards.
Yeah.
So we're talking about duelists a lot. Satsuko seems like he just wants to keep riding like duelists. He's playing mascot frontline, but he's also like, he put a glove on Vayne, almost as if he's like knowing that he's going to play around this Vayne. And he's just sticking to this line repeatedly.
Do we know how many games of duels he's played so far? In the
At least 3.
Yeah, it's a lot, right? I wonder if it's just like a...
I think he's just the kind of guy that he wants to play the strongest board he can early game, and he knows what the strongest boards are late game. He knows what he wants to go for, and he knows how to cap them out. So, like, he's somebody who does keep his options open. Like, you know, he can... We know from ladder, like, he fast 9s, like, all the time on ladder. But he can play, like, strong, like, level 7, 8 boards and, you know, go from there. So, I think that just because Duelist is such a strong level 7, 8 board, he's, like, always keeping that open. It's fine.
Yeah, makes sense. Oh, we have the IE. Is it? Oh, it's laser spat. I thought it was heart spat for a second.
You need to get your glasses, please.
Yeah, Laser Core. I actually really like Laser Core. This was actually one of the games that Bryce looked at his opening augments and said, like, I don't know what I can play here. And I was just like, just take the Laser Crest, man. It's actually quite a flexible tree that you can kind of dive deep into. So I'm excited to see where Dallas takes that, because I personally love it a lot.
Solus levels to 6 on 2-6.
He won, though.
That's good.
It works.
I heard there's a similar scenario in a previous game that didn't work out that way.
What?
Okay.
No, it's not just level to 6 on 2-6. He has double Viego.
I mean, you can't hit 2 Viegos on 5 that recently, right? But on 6, like, 2 Viegos, super reasonable, right?
What? It's 5%.
Super reasonable.
So Nico would tell you this is a low roll because look at his econ.
Oh, not even this.
That's actually true. He has said that.
Wait, he's double right. He's double triple and he hit both Viegos.
Okay, so something cool you can do here. I don't know if he's going to do it. Something cool you can do here. You can make one Viego DPS. You can make another Viego tank. So you can do like Warmonk Spark on one. You can do like full DPS on the other.
That's pretty next level.
You know the...
I'm down to just TG one and make the other the carry.
I mean, that's an option. He does have a lot of gloves right now, doesn't he, Dan?
I love how we're assuming he's going to hit 6 Viegos. Like,
oh, he will. I mean, he's already...
Okay, question though. What if you get introduced a Viego 2? Do you actually make it, or do you kind of like lock the shop or something like that? Because he does have double trouble.
Yeah, I think it's worth it. I mean, it's a Viego 2 in
yeah, you have to make it.
Like,
right?
I'm pretty sure
that
it's
makes
way
sense.
worth
That makes
it,
sense to me.
You ever just like lock one round and then make it the next round?
I think that's fair too,
For just
honestly.
like just a little bit of more eco.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
You ever just lock it till you lose streak?
So just keep blocking until you lose.
Who needs those 7 shots?
Just lock it till next game, honestly.
No, I remember that there have been occasions where I've seen people lock up far away, but now we're in the matchup of the game so far. Double Viego versus the win streaking board.
Satsuko. Oh gosh.
Okay, yeah, these Viegos are not making it close.
Yeah, I was really ready for it to be more hype.
I mean,
that's actually okay.
It was closer than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Maybe GP just bugs and hits everything at once for 5 times damage. Ah,
Close, yeah.
It was closer than I thought
Very
it would
close.
be, but
Opium.
let's see if this is a hero augment on 3-2.
if it's Viego, I'm out of here. Okay.
Is he gonna reroll?
3-3-3.
Okay.
Okay, does mirror image work with double trouble, Mort?
I mean, it does, but like here, if you clone the Viego, you'd have 3. And
Right,
yeah,
right, but just...
But yes, it works.
Oh.
You take it just so you can clone the Viego 2 when you hit it. This shop.
I could see him taking the Alistar one here, but I think this is usually a reroll.
I think
Yeah.
it's a reroll.
The only
Yeah.
thing, like the Alistar with the tank items is really not bad from here.
Agreed.
Oh, actually, yeah, the 300 health one. This one's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, true, because he has the Warmogs and the Spark on the galley already, so.
Yeah, rerolling is safe as well. Like I can respect the reroll here.
What are you looking
He's
to
only
hit?
got 10 seconds, so he's got to make the decision kind of
Oh, he
quick.
just goes for it.
there it
Okay.
is.
I was about to say, what do you,
he just gets the double trouble for free.
Does he just? What is he?
He's going to
just-
7.
Oh my God.
7 for it.
what
Alright.
would you be looking for if you re-rolled there, though?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. I think so it's just gonna be all 3 costs, right?
Right.
I honestly think the other Alistar one is also not bad. I think it's a little bit more value just as a support one, just to try and get him as many knockups as
Right,
you
but
can.
is that trade-off worth you're losing your entire reroll? I don't think
yeah,
so.
that's the
the question,
question.
yeah.
That's why I was saying I think I'd be like, I'd see this one, I'd be like, yeah, that's good enough. Especially
Oh
if
my
like we're
God.
we can get like a prismatic later or something. It's worth saving the reroll for.
And he gets to buy the second cow. Not
Okay, I'm level
bad.
6, 2-6 every game. If this happens.
Ah, yeah, it's funny because, Bebe's in the lobby as well.
Viego Ophelios.
Unlucky.
All right. Get
That's
this
a
guy
low
off
roll.
my
That's a
screen.
low roll right
That's a fat low roll.
Do
you ever just move items to the Alistar?
I totally forgot about Milk.
So this is Heist 2, and he has 5 underground in.
I mean, we saw this yesterday, right? Like, you get 5 underground at stage 2. That's an instant first, so...
Oh, yeah.
I'm expecting Milk to win this game.
I mean, we joke, but like 5 underground at stage 2 is kind of
No,
an
yeah, that's
instant
what I'm
first.
saying.
Yeah,
Like, that's really good.
unironically,
Basically, if he doesn't get it, we all flame him.
Did
Agree?
he get
Yeah,
on
of
stage
course.
2 though? It looked like a level 2 heist. to
Yeah,
me.
I think he probably rolled for 5.
I think he just got it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Do we think he's breaking the record for longest heist? This game?
No.
No?
No, he'll probably take 4.
I think Milk's too good of a player.
I think he'll take
to
3.
do it.
Take 3.
Yeah.
Oh
Makes
man, but
sense.
now he's getting soulless taxed.
Also,
Oh, yeah.
he also hit. I think he's trying to play Zed, and he hit into the Knight, the Vein Augment. I don't think he said anything either. I don't know if anybody pointed that out.
Oh, he was yapping. Trust me.
Okay. Can rely on Milk to yap. That is a good point.
Yeah. Low key, we also have like Dallas doing pretty well. He was struggling a little bit. Dallas has told me that he's struggling to keep up, but he's doing his best to just not go 8th for Satsuko because he feels like he's the reason why the team would lose, but he's doing great so far.
Yeah. He's doing well this game.
Still my favorite team name.
Endless
what is it?
Pizza.
Dallas and Satsuko?
Yeah.
Which is Endless Pizza?
Is that what theirs was?
No,
Yeah.
someone said Endless Pizza. Is that what it is?
That's
Oh, I
what
don't
that's what
know.
their team name is. Endless Pizza.
Oh.
It's a good team name.
That's your
you
favorite.
didn't even know the team name, but you said it was your favorite team name, Mort.
Oh, I knew.
There's some good team names, Mort.
There are some good teams.
I feel slighted here. I
Okay.
don't know how to take this.
Yeah.
Mort,
Monty front runner.
we
That's what
we
I'm
asked
saying.
if Mort could compete with Kent, and we got the answer no, unfortunately. What would have been your team name with Kent?
Ooh, off top of my head, the real challengers.
The Rio Challengers?
Real challenge.
Not bad. Not bad.
I mean, you gotta back that up at the event.
I know,
though. With a name like
That's
that.
actually kind of fighting words.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd love to do fighting words. I came here to fight.
Bro, what he doesn't get the chance? Like a bunch of
Somebody
idiots.
wouldn't let me, Dan.
It wasn't me, actually. We
it
actually
was you.
begged.
Uh-huh.
No, we
No,
actually
no,
begged.
yeah.
I actually got on my knees outside of the Riot offices.
I'm sorry. Are we teasing a Mort Dog versus Frodan boxing match right now?
Oh, I feel like that's
No, no,
second.
no.
We gotta do the Mort Dog milk
I say
boxing.
this all the time, but Mortdog is the actual final boss of any, like, who would win in a fight in TFT because he's got he's like Destructo from My Hero. He's got all this pent-up stress that he's ready to unleash, but he just doesn't have a target. Like,
This is for the Reddit thread.
if Mort is able to unleash all the wrath that he's stored up in wherever he's storing up all his rage and stress, oh man,
Yeah,
I
but-
feel bad for whoever's on the receiving end of that.
Put that one guy from right in front of him, and it's just it's game over. Oh, okay.
This
All right,
is-
high 3.
Oh, he's going for
Oh
it.
my god!
Okay.
I like it. I like
Okay.
it.
That is
He
respectable.
keeps
Content play.
going.
That cash out, by the way, Manazane and Zanya's, that is really scary setup right there for a certain unit. But I mean, I respect him sticking with it.
certain
what's the
unit?
tech? Yeah, what's the?
Oh
tech?
no, just like I mean like a certain unit that you put those items on, like an
Oh,
AP.
Okay,
unit.
okay.
Not like
Totally
some
not a
secret.
specific one I had in mind. haha.
I can't. Okay, so
Definitely not.
he actually deserves a lot of respect for this. He's still going. He's at 39 HP.
Yeah.
That means he has to play this stage and 4-1. So he's planning on cashing out at 4-2 based off the augment. But he actually just might be at like 10 HP by then.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big transition in one turn too, and he could easily just die. He needs to be at least as clean as Bebe was last game's transition.
Okay, but he has a lot of gold.
The other thing he can do here is he can now switch to 3 underground
Yeah.
to try to save a little health on
okay,
the
okay,
wall.
You could do like
okay,
a
I
slight
like
roll
that.
down here and try to just get stronger. You know, win one round, take his cash out, call it a day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the cool things about underground with the like 7 and 8. When you get to that point, you can switch then.
Right,
Unlike Fortune back in the day where you had to like, or Mercenaries, where you had to keep it in the whole way.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
A little bit here. Good shops too.
I'm excited to see this cash out. What can you? Okay, what? Is there some?
Stage
Oh.
2.
He
That's
couldn't get-
good.
he couldn't get on the board in time. He'll lose a
mean-
little bit of bench space.
It's fine. He's not going to keep all these things anyway.
What's the more? Do you know what the craziest thing you can get from a 4 heist cash out? Is?
Off the top of my head, that's when like the Radiant and the Tactician's Crown start
Okay.
coming in. So
Oh yeah, Dishub got a fawn, so he definitely went to 4.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, there's that.
Oh, that's what he's looking for.
Yep. Yeah,
So
his
he can
board's
replace
already,
2 of these units.
Yeah, his board's already looking really strong. He's hacker in, ideally, right?
Yep. He does have the LeBlanc.
Yep.
Like
He
that.
has LeBlanc and Zoe.
Yep.
You can do it.
Okay. If he can get a good loss, if he's 2 lives coming out of this round, he's in an insane
Okay.
spot.
He can win. He's 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
Yeah,
So
he gets
the
this
weirdness here, though, is by putting all the items on the Zed, when you get something like the Radiant item now, you can't Radiant item Zed.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
I mean,
People
it's
walk
yeah. You just gotta. Go
Oh
for it.
my, Satsuko gloves in the house.
Oh, fighting an Ace Soul too from Bebe as well.
I know, it's teammate,
Yeah.
but he needs to win more than anything.
Yeah, for sure.
And also,
Okay,
still not even...
Yeah, just kind of taking over. Yeah, the Deathblade QSS Vayne actually coming in.
Not a bad
clutch
loss.
here, I think. Yeah, look at that.
Oh, wait, never mind. There's all these units that
no, it's
survive
all
He's
the back.
metabolic though.
Never
He's
mind.
metabolic. He's chilling.
Yeah.
Alright, here's the cash out.
True.
Okay.
And we get to see the hero augment, so he actually has a lot of time for the transition. This is actually really well planned by Milk because now he's going to have that extra seconds to make his
Yeah.
transition.
I'm gonna say Radiant Ionic Spark.
I would take stand here.
Stand
I
is
think,
so good,
over
yes.
Nupsed,
Yep.
Yeah.
What is this?
No
Tack
way.
crown plus
Okay.
2 load orbs times 4?
My heart almost dropped there. He almost clicked.
I hit the wrong button by accident there every time. Holy.
Oh, and a duplicator.
Okay.
Goodness.
So he just needs another Zed, and he has Zed too.
Yeah, you definitely roll here, right?
Yeah,
I
100%.
think so,
You need
yeah.
to get
I could
Zetsu,
see
right?
Milk not rolling here. He's playing for first, right?
I mean, that's...
I mean, can't you still
It's a
roll
little
here and play
too
for first?
Giga Chad for me.
I think I would always roll here,
Yeah.
but like, I don't know. This guy's crazy. You know?
True. Okay. I mean,
Nice. So he's 2-starring the rest of his board, and he's also first pick, so he could theoretically just take any like Zed and just duplicate it and keep the good item set.
Yeah. What are you doing with these items here? You can duo Belveth, huh?
yeah. I mean, there's. We saw Rain actually do a Belveth with it was with a Samira, but like actually is really really good as a secondary carry.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I
This also
agree.
gets a Last Whisper, like Hurricane Last Whisper Belveth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Even though I
It's-
like the RFC.
It's a good setup though, right?
It's just to have the items for it, right? 'Cause, like, there's not a lot to put these items on. 'Cause you have TG Vayne already, and you're probably not going for duelist ever. Like,
Yeah.
what duelist would hold them, right?
Yeah, I feel like what I would expect here from most people would be to duo another AD carry. We'll see what he ends up doing, though. He could opt for something else. He did sell the Belveth on his bench, so might have something else in mind.
Yeah.
Oh no, Flightsy taking big damage. He's
I
gonna
just
do
wanna-
the legendary first and then 8th.
I just want to point out, yeah, by the way, Soul is still 100 HP streaking, just sitting on Milk's board here.
That's true, that's true.
able
Oh,
to
Zed
Belveth here.
2. He's rolling for extra credit.
Nah, real players just hit here.
You ever just play 2 Zeds?
I
Belveth?
don't think so.
No. I guess you're Nico.
2 Zed 1s or like
Or like, would you ever like 2 Zed 2s with the items?
2 Zed
Over
2s, I would,
Belveth?
yeah, I mean.
But,
Okay,
like,
so
how
the
do you
weird
get that,
thing
I
is like
guess,
you
in
can only
this?
hacker one in, but he does have the Last Whisper if he chooses to. So like a frontline Zed could be an option, right, with Last Whisper?
For sure, for sure.
It's not the worst. But,
I feel like you don't trade the the trait value. Though.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, playing around stand 2 as well. That's really hard to want to play to the same unit.
Oh, going up against Solus.
Oh, and
you
he
did find that Viego too.
Yeah, he got 4 Viegos. He's got the extra one for the double trouble too.
Yep.
So Solus is playing the board that Bebe was all about, all the Ox Force.
Yeah. And this Vayne again, rolling great. What is with Thieves Gloves this set?
Oh, on Milk's account, we
Unreal.
gave him lucky gloves.
Oh, but you know more. That's still not going to stop him from complaining.
Oh, of course not. Of course not. He'll somehow say it was still a low roll.
Yeah, Milk spot feels insane here now.
No, he'd be mad that he's high rolling though.
Solus's augments, double trouble battle mage. Ridiculous.
Does Solus have the second Viego in?
He does.
He does,
So
yeah.
he has 4
He does.
Viegos?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he had 4.
All right, let's take a little bit of a tour around other people. Let's look at either Socks, Baby, or Flightsy because they're all pretty low HP. And this is a really crucial part of the game because any kind of big loss puts you what feels like at 1 HP, even though it's not.
Yeah, and in a lobby where somebody like Solus is streaking so hard all game, so strong, and somebody like Milk just cashed out a huge underground cash, that is really scary when you're low HP.
Exactly.
Yeah, a little bit of bad matchmaking can just totally ruin your day in this spot.
I mean, we'll see. I don't really even know what some of these other players are playing comp-wise. So we're checking in with Socks. Socks going for a level 8.
He's also playing the Viego line here.
He played it last game too, actually. I haven't seen Sox play too much this weekend, but looks like he's liking the Viego quite a bit.
Is it worth greeting full Janna value here?
No, I've seen so many players fall in for this, and like, why are you Janna-ing your front line?
Yeah, I think you get it on the Aphelios and the Viego. You don't really need it on anybody else.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Like, what is Vi gonna really do with this?
You know, okay, this is another thing where like I see people picking up on random texts. Vow Cho'Gath, very underrated.
Yes.
This
yes.
item on this unit, like specifically, feels
Agreed.
so good.
Is that specifically to get the early cast off, to get the early mana reeve off, to give you the swing?
It's like shrouding in a way.
And it synergizes well with him. He does like the extra stats. You know, like if you can keep him alive a little bit longer, so you can see Sox has second wind here as well. He can actually get a second cast out pretty consistently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool to hear because like that's what we were envisioning with the item remake is like it's about getting the early cast off.
Yeah, I really like Val. I'm actually a big fan of that item.
Oh, I think it was clutching it out.
I think it was a big
big
difference in
dub.
this fight as well. The
Yeah.
second Cho'Gath cast.
It stayed alive forever.
Yeah,
And the mana reeve is actually pretty beefy.
it's huge. Yeah, it's a big deal for sure.
Okay,
I
what
mean,
about
I like
Sox?
Cho'Gath a lot. I even think that he's worth teching in comps that you aren't even trying to build around him in some sense because I think the mana reeve, especially with like with things like the nerf to Misfortune's mana, for example, if you catch people like trying to cheat without having like MF getting a lot of mana, you can totally destroy them. This also applies to like Aurelion Soul and other AP casters.
Yeah. Going back to earlier, we were talking about all the 3-cost units. The threats, especially for me, were like such a huge hit this set because not only are they so strong mid game with like Rammus and Bel'Ghaz and Cho'Gath just like providing utility for your team, and also still doing really solid damage. They stay relevant into the late game.
Yeah. Interesting positioning by Sox, by the way, to have the Viego kind of receive the Zed, but the Viego kind of does what Viego wants. He's also chain stunned.
Okay, also,
Oh God!
I'm
Wait, that
curious
was
to
awful
watch
for him.
what guns people are picking on Aphelios. So Sox is blue gun right now, and I don't know. I'm kind of a firm believer right now that stun gun is it like almost every time because it just feels way better than a lot of things.
That's really funny because I wasn't on couch, but I overheard a comment earlier where Milk, or somebody was positing that Milk would say, "Oh, it's stun gun every single time," and they were like, "Oh, well, if we got Appies on the couch, he would come and write you an essay on why every single gun has a different, unique scenario, and he would outline everything for you." But here you are saying, "Oh, it's just stun gun every time."
Okay, my reasoning is that he does a lot of damage anyways, and like the stun is so good.
It's very, very
right?
good.
It's so good. I mean,
Especially if you
that
have
was
like Rage Blade or Shoshu.
Thanks. Yeah, I really thought it through, like you said.
Of course. Yeah.
DQA, by the way, playing the 5 mech. We kind of talked about how it's awkward early. DQA was not able to put a streak together. And I think when you're playing like 5 mech, it's supposed to be like a high tempo comp. It just feels like this is the other version of it, where you just get nothing going, you just die.
Yeah, I mean, it just feels like it looks like he low rolled kind of hard this game. He only has a few Jaxes. He's level 7, low econ. Not really sure.
Yeah, the mech spat basically just becoming 5 mech for like already mech unit is kind of a poor payoff for like sacking a lot of stage 2 or having a rough stage 2 because you don't want to play around him.
That being said, the parity of health is actually so close. Dallas all the way to Sox is just basically one fight. So we might see a big shuffle in the next couple of fights here.
For sure. Soraka and shot, by the way, chatting.
Mech Soraka. He doesn't know.
Doesn't know. He has Redemption DT for her as well. Goodness gracious.
Oh, this Fiddlesticks from fights is pretty scary. Although he doesn't have a lot of single damage outside of the Zed to kill the Jax, and Jax is really good at just turning on Zed and one-shotting him.
Yeah. I do like Jax specifically into the Zed matchups.
Yeah.
Very good 1v1.
I think underexplored in this tournament because we've only seen 1 or 2 Jax games, and it did well. I think it was P-God played it yesterday.
Yeah, agreed.
My theory on Jax is that, you know how we're saying that like Mech is the trade-off for early game is that you lose all your front line. I feel like with Jax, if you want to item hold him, like you just don't play Mech until you're like literally level 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Because he seems stronger out of Mech early game, like way stronger.
I mean, it makes sense. You're making Mech it's just a higher percentage of your army that you're eating, right? When you have 5 units, you're eating 3/5 of them. It's just crazy.
I think it's definitely a bait. Like if you're item holding Jax to make him a Mech even early game, I think it's still a bait.
Yeah, and if you can get the vertical bruiser in, or brawler rather, in like you know late stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, it's so strong. Yeah, he won't die. He has so much time to scale.
All right, we're checking on Bebe, who's just trying not to go 8th. Milk is in his pool.
It's rough for him, man. He's solo carry A-Soul, like...
Yeah, and I mean, there's a reason why Aurelion Soul is just not a preferred AP carry now. He definitely feels like the weakest out of all of them.
Great secondary carry, but super hard time solo carry.
I mean, this is not going to be a bad loss if he does lose, but this Jax has a ton to cut through, and the anti-heal from Morel is going to be huge.
Popping off.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
I mean, don't look at the numbers, but trust, it's popping off.
It's a huge win if he's able to kill it, but...
God.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Okay.
Wait, but 2 other people lost. Wait, somehow he lost and now he's 5th?
Could you guys even imagine if Jax had a real weapon?
Wait, he has metabolic, so that plus 2 HP is really huge. Oh,
I got you.
Wow, man.
That was a good one. That was good.
Yeah, the metabolic is definitely coming in handy for Bebe here, though.
Oh, big upgrade?
Yeah, his front line is great. Like, it is fantastic.
Yeah, he just has no
just
damage.
I mean, he has some ramp in the Archangel,
like
which is
Bebe
nice,
trying to get Milk's attention here.
Oh, he's trying to see about positioning because Milk's still in his pool. And right now, it's so close that it matters how much you win by.
Yeah, here he comes.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't even think
Bebe's dead.
The Declaw Warmog roll is going to be killer as well.
PG.
Well, can he kill some units though? Aesol avoided the
It's just so hard for him to finish anything off, right?
Yeah, it is,
Yeah, he's basically trying to see if he can go for like 6 or something, but there's just so many surviving.
It's so hard as a solo carry.
Like you said, that TG roll on Echo was disgusting.
Yeah.
For sure.
Where's he?
I think it's the last
7th?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll take it. Honestly, like
Dallas goes down in 8th in the end.
he wanted to go for 6, but that's about the average.
3 players died in one fight. Ooh.
Yeah.
That's rough.
You see it a lot in tournaments too, right? Because everyone's so good at saving HP and being optimal that so many players die just like at the last moment.
I'd like to point out, by the way, Solus and Milk are still both streaking.
Yeah, they're just not playing each other.
This lobby has been the Solus and Milk story, literally.
Yeah,
This is when I get the DMs about the matchmaking, where it's like, how have these two not fought each other?
Dallas going off in chat about something.
This is not what it looks like. I'm not sure. Tell me what it looks like, sir.
Maybe a slight win trade moment, or you know.
Cho 3 from Satsuko. Can we go check out Satsuko's board? I would love to see it. Honestly, he put a very quiet but strong game.
Yeah, we got
I like this board. I like this board a lot.
Wait, what is this going on? We have Talia carry with Infinity Edge just because he doesn't have an opportunity to make a dual gauntlet. Cho'Gath 3 naked.
He's got the Janus Syndra as well. That's real like.
And he's playing the Alistar augment. Smash!
I love the Syndra here throwing in the Zax. That's my favorite, by the way. You get so much more effective health for the team.
Yeah.
This is so cool.
It's so much power for the comp as well because Talia really likes just having like a lot of PP front line so she can get the chain cast off.
Yeah.
Also, that second win just saved so much there.
Yeah, this is a great setup.
Awesome game from Satsuko. I mean, obviously, we can't just say it. So Bryce likes to do this thing of just like, he sees 2 seconds and he's like, this player played the best TFT in this lobby. It's like, dude. But
I mean, we did start with him like going duelists.
Yes, it does look like, based off the contest clues, I would say Satsuko's played a phenomenal game of TFT here.
Absolutely.
Especially with like Solus and Milk being so strong and having so many resources that they go in their advantage, right? Or so many things go in their favor this game.
I mean, it could be a combination of like good matchmaking as well. Looks like he's not played Solus or Milk for the past 3 rounds.
Question is, can he eke out a second or possibly a first here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like this is gonna decide a lot here when we finally see Solus and Milk fight.
Yeah.
Which one has the stronger armor?
It's not this round though. Solus and Milk still avoiding each other.
It's just so hard with the Fawn and all the stand value. It's just like it's a tough fight.
Yeah, Milk has a ton of carries as well.
It's hard for Talia to get like that. Like I'm gonna pop your carry instantly value when like you got 4 of them.
Yeah, I think Talia actually does have a decent matchup in the Zed. If you can clump your front line enough, the Zed has a hard time shooting through it, so you can get a couple casts
Still
off.
both one.
Yeah.
You can proc Edge of Night with one, and then you can kill the Zed with the other. But in this scenario, I mean, Milk has like 10 carries on his board.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like he has so many items, such a strong board.
It's like not just a Zed board anymore, right?
Yeah.
It's like
It's going to be an interesting thing where we might see potentially Satsuko die very early, and then all of stage 6 is just Milk versus Solus.
yeah.
Which will be interesting because I don't even know who would be the one favorite right now. Obviously, Solus has more HP, but is Milk just too strong for Solus?
I feel like.
Solus- oh,
Oh,
sorry,
sorry, no, go ahead.
I was gonna say Solus might like have a ton of money as well. We know him. We know he likes to play for the cap. So
It's true.
He might have been saving up Soul for Aphelios 3.
Yeah. He was 0 gold a lot, but I guess he was also streaking the entire game. Right? So he's.
I haven't seen. I just haven't seen. I was just.
Oh yeah, gotcha. Yeah, I feel like Milk. I mean, just with the underground cash out, there's so many extra resources pumped into his board that I'd imagine Milk would come on top. But Solus can definitely pull something together.
Yeah, we got a glimpse. He's level 9, 50 gold, rolling with a champion duplicator on bench. I think he needs to play for a 3-star this game to win.
Yeah.
Well, Leona 2 for Satsuko. I wonder if that's going to change anything. Looking at the board stage here for Solus, looks like he actually hasn't improved very much since we last saw him like a stage ago.
I don't like him rolling this deep, personally. If he's playing for first, I feel like you want to save up as much gold as you can, and then just try all in.
He's a duplicator as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, with 92 HP, you're under no pressure.
He can do it, yeah. He can do it for sure.
Okay, going against Satsuko. Oh, trying to get the early castle to the Viego.
Oh, and he jumps away, so he doesn't kill the Leona.
Oh
he's
my
dead.
god! Satsuko able to get the moves onto
Okay.
Solus.
That's so big.
Really impressive position from here from Satsuko.
The issue for Satsuko here is that Milk is the one for low HP, right? And so if he's trying to get that top 2, then he has to go through a lot of Solus HP before. Especially if Milk is winning the Satsuko head-to-head. So let's see how that goes first.
Looks like Solus is like deep rolling still.
I think he's just looking for this Aphelios, I think. I mean,
Right.
I would imagine.
I mean, he does hit it.
Play 2 of them. Okay, I don't know if he knows this, but you can't select different guns.
Yeah,
it
it's the
has to
same
default
guns
to
for
the same
both.
gun, yeah.
Exactly. So you can see it's actually underneath Aphelios' feet. You see he's kind of surrounded by runic symbols. They're both choosing the onslaught gun here.
Who balances this?
Well, the Zed is directly onto the 2 Aphelios, so one of them might go down very quickly, but can the other one survive?
Our sports bought so much time there.
This is a big heal.
Yeah.
Milks. At least he killed the Aphelios, but now there's still the other Viego around.
Oh my!
Oh, and
wait,
Viego does it.
The heal was from the Alistar, right?
Yeah,
Alistar was the
yeah.
MVP of this round.
I'm telling you, man, this Alistar unit is pretty good.
Yeah.
Also, fun fact, Alistar is the best unit odds for loaded dice.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like 46% at 8.
he's his own best friend.
It's kind of nuts.
Poor guy.
You can't milk those.
Oh, but you can.
Okay, what does Milk do to cap out here?
He's just going for Vein 3, I guess.
Oh, he just sold it to.
Oh, you're
He
right.
just sold all his veins to go for something. I wonder what he's looking for.
Satsuko actually has a real shot at top 2, which would just be mind-blowing. Satsuko switched the other side. Oh no, that was Solus instead.
Is he clumped up enough?
Nah, I think the Zed gets through here.
There's Janus CC coming out. Syndra can toss something in.
Oh.
Oh, Zed walks
see.
right. Okay.
Oh, the second wind?
It looks promising.
Oh, but there's just so much left alive on those
You
board.
know, he doesn't have anti-heal either.
Ah, okay. Good effort. That was a very valiant effort from Satsuko.
That was a good try. I think no anti-heal is a really, really big deal in that matchup.
Yes, it makes sense.
Because Zed just goes infinite.
Shroud on the carousel.
I think it's banned, but yeah.
Going for Aegis, and both of them were beelining for it. Solus also spent a lot of time on the carousel running towards it. He didn't have time to even go for a Shroud, potentially. That's fascinating.
We don't go to stage 7 very often anymore, but this feels like one of those games that if Milk could get a few good wins, Like we could be sitting at like a 7-2 even.
Yeah.
I could see it for sure.
Yeah, I'm wondering what he wants to cap out on here. What do you drop in this spot?
He could just be looking for more Aegis. I mean, what you have a second Sedge in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you find a Leona.
Oh yeah, true.
Which is interesting. I think I talked about this a lot when I saw that Sejuani got buffed in PB. I think playing 2 does have its merits, especially if you can stagger them.
Oh yeah, I was thinking that. Yeah.
Chain stunning. It ends up becoming like 5 seconds or something.
Chain stun, man. Yep.
All right, well, we'll see how it goes.
That's right.
So I do like the decision, by the way. We didn't really touch on it too much, but Onslaught for Aphelios, it's good against the hacker units. Okay, we didn't see it much right there, but conceptually, it's good against the hacker units because the unit will jump onto the Onslaught and they'll just tank the entire thing.
Right.
Yeah, it's actually not always stun gun.
Yeah.
Oh?
I mean, it took the Edge of Night here, so maybe that was the fight difference, right?
Whew. And this Viego just absolutely popping off. Just like the absolute 1v10 machine.
You could see Milk checking that augment going, what is this augment? Why is this broken?
He's dumbfounded.
I mean, he's more like probably just examining if there's anything he could do.
Yeah.
Milk's actually quite serious in these spots, trying to think about what he can do, but I don't feel like there's much he can.
He found the 4 Aegis, so we'll see if that makes a
Yeah.
difference.
Milk is very disciplined. I think 4 Aegis will make a pretty sizable
Yeah,
difference. So these fights
I
are
agree.
What about this
really
double
close.
redemption? Is that going to swing things potentially?
It could. It
Yeah,
could.
there is-
If he puts the okay, well,
It can stop Viego from getting some resets, right?
I could see it from getting Sejuani the second cast actually.
Yeah.
Right. Might end up being really good against like that onslaught from Aphelios.
Yeah.
We'll see. The Sejuani cast kind of misses the right side. He wants to get the Zeds to kill
got the
units.
Aphelios again. I don't know if did the GA proc
Oh,
already?
it
didn't
just
it?
did, yeah,
Okay.
Oh.
Yep.
All right.
Everything's come for the Viego though.
Yeah, this
Oh.
Viego is looking to kill everything, but I don't think he's going to be able
Zed's
to.
I mean, this is what
Zed's
we saw
pretty
last
healthy.
time. And then the Viego's just going to like one-tap the Zed here.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Hold
Oh,
on.
nice. Does he have Oxford still? He
dodged it!
Oh.
Challenger level dodges.
Faker, what was that?
Did I just do it like 5 more times?
Is Doe
He's
still
like,
in
what, 3 more
SoCal? We
times?
should get him over here if he is. Oh no, he's in Korea. That's right.
Were you talking about having Faker on the couch?
No, I was talking about Doa. I was
Doa.
doing his call, man. Put some respect on his name.
Why
But
not both?
Doa's chilling in Korea right now.
Apologies.
I mean, a 5th Aegis would be pretty sweet here too.
Yeah.
what do you cut for it? Is the question.
Zed.
You could. I mean,
Do you need 3
potentially-
hacker?
If he was a little bit richer, he could drop out of 4 duelists. He's playing in Fiora and Yasuo right now.
Yeah, just because you want to replace that second. It's like Aegis and then like some other high value unit, but the gold isn't there
I
right
think
now,
a
right?
fiddle would be like totally fine.
Yeah, if he finds one.
I can see that too.
He has Solus has 2
2
champion
duplicators?
duplicators.
Wait, he has. We're a Nunu
Oh
away.
my god.
We're a Nunu away.
Oh.
You gotta roll faster. You gotta start selling your board. Don't be distracted. Hold the line. Solus. I guess we're also a Viego away.
Yeah, 1 Viego from Viego 3. He also has time. He could lose twice here, still be able to
Oh, he's
go for
62
it.
HP. You are right. He does have time.
He has a lot of
wins?
time. Oh, he's trying to have the Leona catch the Zed. And he's correct, at least with the positioning.
So here's where the hacker RNG comes into play. And
Yep.
oh,
Oh, he
on
stays
it.
on the Aphelios.
Ah,
walks
but the
away.
jump. Nice try, guys.
she's decided he lives to tell another tale for the day.
I'm rooting for the Nunu 3 here.
I am too.
I think.
I'm pretty sure we're not going to
Solus.
get
Yeah.
here.
Looking like it's curtains though. Yeah.
No.
Good try by Nil.
All right.